All right, guys, welcome again to the Reformed Review. This is Pastor Kevin O'Connor from Oak Grove Baptist Church, and I have the Bible I was telling you about just a minute ago. We are reviewing today the Ignatius Study Bible. This is the Ignatius Catholic Study Bible, the New Testament, Second Catholic Edition in the RSV translation. Now, this Bible, if you want to look at it, the spine, it says Ignatius, says the Ignatius Catholic Study Bible, New Testament, says Revised Standard Version, the Second Catholic Edition. Now this cover is really nice. It comes in three different covers. It comes in paperback, hardback, and this leatherback. Now this leather is very thin. I would probably guess it is a bonded leather, if it is leather at all. It might be leatherette, okay? This Bible I was really excited to review because it's really hard to find Catholic study Bibles. I know that they have a great adventure study Bible, which is the whole Bible, but this one I was particularly interested in. It's got a lot of resources. I want to jump right into this and give you an overview of it. First thing you'll notice, this is a paste down liner, but this liner is thick. This is not paper. If it is paper, I would be surprised. It's kind of like, it feels like canvas, how thick this paper is. When you open it, you'll notice you have a cream color paper. It's kind of yellowish, just like the Ignatius Bible itself. I have an Ignatius Bible that I'm going to do a review on, and this paper is really cream colored as well. But this Bible here, I'm really excited about this New Testament. I want to show you some of the features. You get into the opening title page, New Testament, Ignatius Catholic Study Bible, Revised Standard Version. You have the copyright page, and then you have the contents. And you have, obviously, from the New Testament, starting with Matthew all the way through Revelation. And then you have a concise concordance. And when they say concise, they're being modest because this concordance is enormous. You have index of parables and metaphors of Jesus, the index of miracles of Jesus, the index of doctrines, the index of charts, index of maps, index of topical essays, index of word studies, abbreviations of the books of the Bible. You have an introduction to this 1966 edition of the RSV. Then you have an introduction to the Ignatius Catholic Study Bible. And then upon reading this, you will probably be told about different keys throughout this Bible to look for. And then you have your introduction to the gospel. Now right here, I'll show you these keys. Right here is the keys that notes marked by this book icon. They relate to context and unity. The one with the dove equates living tradition. And then the keys are analogies of faith. Now, if you can pause that and look at it on your own, you'll notice that. Now, when we get back to this, you have an introduction to the Gospels. You have, and this introduction is pretty long, and then you have the New Testament. When you get into the New Testament, you'll have an introduction to the book. You'll have the author. You'll have the date. You'll have the destination, the theme, the structure of the book. And then you'll have, I skipped a page, an outline of the Bible. And then you get right into the text. This looks to be about a 9 or 10 point font. It's very readable. Double column layout, all black letter text. Double column layout for your commentary. And you also have references in a blocked out section. Now I want to see if I can't pull this up here where you can look at this. Now you'll notice that those references are blocked out. Give the camera time to adjust so you can read that if you wanted to. You can pause it and read it for yourself. Camera's having a little bit of issue there. Anyway, when you go through here, you have several things that jump out at you. You have maps inside your commentary. You have word studies. And you'll have, let's see if we can find one of these full-page articles that are littered throughout here. I'm just going to flip through here till I find one. There's one. See if we can find that again. Right there. So this one is Jesus is the Son of Man. You'll notice Jesus is the Son of Man. And this is a full-page article. There's lots of these throughout this Bible. I'm really intrigued on the study notes and getting into the study notes myself. I want to go ahead and get to the back of this Bible, to the supplemental material that's in the back. There's not a ton of supplemental material. Mostly it's concordance, you'll see. This concordance, they say it's a concise concordance, but this concordance is very substantial. I'm about to the end. Okay, it starts on page 523 and ends on page 690. This is a very large concordance for just the New Testament. Then you have your indexes. You have your index to the parables, metaphors of Jesus, index to the miracles of Jesus. You have your index to the doctrines. Now, this section is another large section. It comprises about, I'd say, 20 pages of doctrinal things. Now, one that jumped out at me that I want to study, it starts out with absolution, which is definitely a doctrine that most Protestants are not familiar with. So we have to do a little study on that, okay? Then, when you're done with that, you get into some quick indexes for you get a quick index for charts, for maps, for topical essays that are written throughout this Bible. Then you have abbreviations of the books of the Bible. You have an index for word studies. And you have maps. Matter of fact, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different maps. The churches of the New Testament. This is important when you're thinking about the New Testament, where all these churches were that are talked about in the New Testament. Now, it does have two single-sided, satin ribbons, and it is gold gilded. It's not art gilded, it's just gold gilding. It's not promoted as any kind of premium Bible, so I think it's very well put together. I have not looked to see if it is stitched or if it's just glued. I can't see any overcast stitching anywhere. That doesn't mean it's not sewn. I just kind of doubt it is. Mainly because I haven't seen any overcast stitching anywhere. If you were gonna see it, normally it would be around these map pages. Now, all these pages are so thick, you might not see it. It just kind of looks like it's a glued block. There's very tiny head and tail bands. I'm just not real sure that this is a sewn block. I haven't seen anything, like I said, to make me think that it is sewn. Other than that, I'm sure it'll hold up fine for good use, especially the limited use I may be putting it through. Now, I may start studying it and enjoy it immensely. I don't know. But I wanted to review this for you real quick, and I wanted you to continue to get content, especially over the Bibles that I'm reading through, which is the whole point of this channel, is to review the Bibles that I have and the Bibles that I am purchasing, and maybe give you an idea of why I'm purchasing. This one, I want to learn a little more about Catholic doctrine, theology, but not in a catechismic sense. I don't want to read it like out of the catechism. I actually have a Catholic catechism over there. I could read all this, but it seems to me it'd be more helpful to read it in context of how they're viewing certain sections of Scripture. Wanted to get more perspective. So there's your review of the Ignatius Catholic Study Bible, the New Testament, second edition in the RSV. I hope you continue to tune in to the Reformed Review and look for more videos. God bless.